Alright, everybody. Oh, I went live. What? 30 minutes ago. 30 seconds ago. Sorry. Alright, everybody. Here we are. By the way, we will explore. This code. The code of this EdTech project for half an hour. Probably 1 hour. Actually, it may take 1 hour. And then after that, we will simply start. We will start working on this. But before that, of course, we will have to go through each and everything. Exactly how many things are there. So really quick, we'll be just simply checking this thing out. Even before a month back, probably a month back, 2 months back, probably I just simply went through it, but it wasn't complete. So let's simply go through it again, and this is the right time to just simply get it done. Mainly because right now that Google Meet clone project is done, so it's better to just simply start working on something else. So some project or the other should be, made almost on a daily basis, and that is why I just wanted to go through that. So without any further delay, let's simply go ahead and first of all, what I have to do over here, check exactly how many things I have. So the most important thing that starts here, that is checking the models. First of all, I have these models over here, and let's see how many things are here. First of all, inside the user model, I have the first name, I have the last name, I have the email, password. So let me do one thing. Let's keep it like this: first name, last name, email, password, account type. Can be admin, can be student, can be instructor, and that's okay. It's enum. Then active is gonna be by default true. That's great as well. And approved, that's gonna be true. Mainly this is for the student. So whichever student tries to sign up, that's gonna be approved by default. I hope I'm audible, and I haven't even checked that thing. But yeah, I am audible already. So this is just the normal schema that I have to go through. Honestly, when I built this, I wrote the code long time ago. Ultimately, of course, with the help of the instructor, probably 6 to 7 months back. Even it could be even more. So I just wanted to get all the pending things done. So this is how. Because of this thing, I'm just simply going through it really quick. So this is the schema that we have: first name, last name, email, password, account type. Active will be true by default. Approved will be true by default, especially for the students. Additional details, this profile, this is the another table. Profile is the another table that contains more information about the user, as simple as that. Then we have courses. This is gonna be nothing but an array that will contain the IDs of the courses. Again, course is another table, not even table, sort of a document, sort of a, not database, a collection, I must say, because tables are in SQL and all. We are working with MongoDB over here. So course is altogether another collection, and we just simply store the ID over here, IDs of the documents. And then we have the image over here that will just simply be string. Then we have course progress, and course progress is again altogether another collection. Again, there is a difference when it comes to courses. So the course will have the ID and its all information. When it comes to course progress, so course progress is gonna be altogether another collection. I will go through it all in all, don't worry. But course progress is gonna be altogether another collection. That collection will have documents. In those documents, first one is gonna be course, and second one is gonna be the progress. Third one is on ID. So ultimately, this particular document will contain two things: the course and its progress, and it will contain many courses and progresses and all. Then we have token and reset password token. This is okay, normal thing, and this is how it just simply goes. This course progress, we could have kept it inside the course itself, but okay, never mind. That's not really a big problem. Am I facing the network issue right now? Okay, hope so. At least not right now, but let's see what's gonna be happening. So this is the user schema that we have, and once we have the user schema, so probably inside email, password, account type, this. Alrighty, I think it's back. Hopefully now I'm not gonna be facing the network issue. Going through this, it is already done. The profile section is already done, and these are nothing but the schemas. So we have gone through user, and inside user we had profile. That's done for now. We have courses over here that simply contains the IDs of all the course documents. And if I go through that particular schema, so that is the course actually, that simply contains, first of all, it will have the ID by default. Then it has the course name, course description, instructor, like who was the instructor who just simply created that and all. What you will learn, so ultimately it will be what you will learn, string and trim true. Okay, that's fine. Ultimately sort of description about the course. And then we have course content, and for this course content we have section and we will have subsection. So section will contain subsections, and inside subsections I will have my content. So that's fine as well. So ultimately this is where I'm gonna be having sections. Ratings and reviews, that's gonna be a rating and review collection, and the IDs of those documents are gonna be stored over here. Pricing, thumbnail, tag, these things are pretty much simple. We have even category over here. Again, category is altogether another collection. Students enrolled, how many students have been enrolled. So let's do one thing, because this way if I keep making the things, it's gonna be a bit hard to understand. So I'm gonna be doing really quick one thing. I think here in eraser only we get the option code explanation, model diagrams. Hopefully I made it earlier, or I haven't. No. Let's see. Few diagrams I had it here. I will be just simply giving my schema to ChatGPT. I will ask it to generate the generate the code for this this particular website eraser, and then I will be able to generate the schema as well, like visual schema here. Am I missing something? Okay, so this is the first one that I have. What kind of this is the playlist, okay, YouTube, and then I think this was the one that I created earlier. Okay, we have already created this anyway, the last time I did actually. So this was the user, ultimately ID, courses, first name, last name, email, additional fields, password, account type, image, token, reset password, token, reset password expires, and course progress. So we have all these things. And the second thing is that inside inside user only I had courses, and this course this course is an array and contains the IDs of the courses. So if I go to the courses here, so where are the courses? Come on, courses, this is the course. It's even hard to have a look at this. Okay, this goes to this one. Okay, this is the course. Can I make it simpler? Probably like this, that would be better. So the course contains the ID, category. Again, when it comes to the category, so category itself contains the IDs of all the categories. So if there is a course that may have many category, and that is why I have created this category table over here. There is a many to many connections over here. So ultimately when it comes to the, even just before that, I have this course over here, and let me keep it somewhere here. Okay, that's fine, or it's getting messy here. Yeah, it's better to just simply keep it here, that would be better. So what I was just simply saying over here, that I have the normal user has lots of courses, and I have the IDs of all the courses. When it comes to the course, it has the category, instructor, and students enrolled. So when it comes to students enrolled, so how many students have been enrolled over here? That simply means this student enrolled is what? Do I have a table called students enrolled, or there's gonna be many to many connection here as well? Many to many relation, not connection. So I have students enrolled, and when it comes to this students enrolled, it is actually not referencing to anything. Hence I have profile, course progress, I have rating, subsection, section, and OTP. I do not have it here. Let me check in the document, in the code here. So in the courses, I have instructor, I have course content, and lastly I have students enrolled. When it comes to course, probably not here actually. Somewhere here I need to mention. So course dot what is that? Course dot students enrolled, that will have many to many connection to user, just like this. So many to many connection in the sense, where is that? enrolled students. Still I'm not getting the diagram the way I want it to be. So course students enrolled, that references to the user.id actually. Now this is gonna be the right way. So ultimately I have students enrolled over here. I have students enrolled over here. Course.students enrolled, that has many to many connection to user ID. So ultimately what is happening here, that the user has courses and that courses will has the IDs of all the courses, so that's fine. The course itself has a lot of users, and in that case that is not a referencing back to the user IDs. That's the problem. And why is it not doing that? Probably because there's something wrong with the naming. So we have students enrolled and object ID references to this. Okay, in that case something is missing definitely over here. We have course instructor references to the ID, so we have course instructor that doesn't even reference to the user. That is a problem. And then we have a course content that doesn't reference to anything. Why is this happening bro? I can definitely comment this. So if I comment it all, then what will happen? No relations are gonna be there, right? So it's completely empty. Then the first one is that user additional details profile. So this is the relation, users additional details that belong, references to the profile ID. Then we have user courses. So this courses references to this particular course over here, and that to the ID. Then user course progress, that references to the progress collection. Then we have section, and section is inside what? Section is inside the course itself, so even this works. But section references to the subsection, so this is gonna be separate relation over here. So this section references to the section. Rating and review user, so rating and review references to the user, so this works as well. So ultimately this particular table references to the ID, so that is great. Course progress, course ID. So course progress, course ID, by the way this should be yeah, this is used only wherever I have this. It should be course ID, just like this. And the spelling of object ID is wrong as well, sort of like this. Just a minute, let me check the spellings of object IDs. Now that looks fine, and that simply means it should be working as well. So course progress dot course ID, so the course progress that I had, course ID. So where is the course progress? This is the course progress, it has the course ID. that references to the ID of the course ID. That's fine. The next one is what? The next one is course progress completed video. So it even has the completed video. So ultimately course progress will contain two things. It will contain the course ID, it will contain the completed video. So that's again gonna be what? Completed videos. That should be an array, but that is not an array in this particular case. So the completed videos that I have, course, and I actually have to go to the course progress, completed videos. This should be an array, completed videos, and completed videos are in the subsection category, so that's fine. This is how it's gonna be going on, and it goes to the subsection. Subsection contains the title, time, duration, description, probably video URL and all. There can be of course more things, but for now this is fine. This thing is done as well. Then course instructor that I have. Where is the course instructor? The course instructor is the part of the user. User is the course instructor. So the user, the course.instructor references to the ID. So let me see if it actually happens or not. So course instructor, this is where I have the course instructor object ID that references to the user ID. Let's see. Okay, so it turns out that there is something wrong here. So the course instructor that I have, why is the course instructor not being referenced? Let's make it 1-to-1. In goes to the user ID. That's fine. It is okay in this particular case, but this course instructor that I have, something is missing here. And what is missing there? So whenever I just uncomment this, so account type is selected. So ultimately things related to the course, they're not working well. So I have course ID. Let me go through the whole schema first of all. User has the ID, file name, email, and password. Account type can be this. Additional details, profile. That's gonna be just an object ID. Coursage, an array. Image, string. Course progress, that's again gonna be an array. Token, receipt, password, that's fine. Then when it comes to course ID, course name, course description, instructor, that's gonna be only one. Object ID, that is fine. References to the user. Course content, that's gonna be an array, actually array, that's fine as well. Ratings can be array. Price, string, tag, string or array of strings. Okay, we'll see, we'll check this thing out. We have category over here, object ID references to the category table. We have students enrolled, references to the user here, and that's fine. We have category, then category itself has the list of all the courses. Okay, and then we have course progress that has the list of all the course progress that has the ID of the course and has all the completed videos. That's fine as well. OTP, email, okay, that's fine. Profile ID, gender, date of birth, contact number, that is also good. Section contains all the subsections, and subsection contains this information. Rating and reviews contains the user who just this much. Rating and reviews, then the course should have rating and reviews in that case. If it does not have like that, then So the course that I have, yeah, that does have rating and reviews. These things sort of work well. Course related things, they don't seem to be working. So if I actually keep the things like this and uncomment this one, then what will happen? Course instructor references to the user ID, that's what I wanted. Let me do one thing, let me keep it, okay, let it be like this. So this is fine. Then course content, references to the section ID. So the course content that I have, that references to the section ID. Then rating and review that I think there is a limitation, that's the problem. At a time you can create limited diagrams, and because of that thing it is not able to show the things well. Course rating, so ultimately rating has that particular rating ID here, that's fine as well. Then course category, so the course category, what the hell, how to fix this? So ultimately, first of all, I have the course instructor, there can be only one to one. Then course content and sections ID, there can be many sections ultimately. Then rating and reviews, there can be many rating and reviews. Course category, when it comes to course category, there can be, let me even go through this. So the course that I have over here, there can be only one category, that's fine as well. But why is this not working the right way? And what is this? The YouTube related, right? So let me do one thing, it's schema, this is the one. Cut this, not really this one. So the previous one I lost, okay, never mind. So Notion, probably somewhere here. Slash page schema, let's paste it here. At least I'm gonna be having it here. And apart from this particular thing, or even better, as far as these schemas are concerned, forget about this EdTech, this schema should be here. And schemas, so ultimately this is the first one, ultimately this is gonna be EdTech schema. Again, this is not the right, not completely right, I will have to correct this. And then I have YouTube, I think that was the one with whatever that is called. And the second one was this, right? Cut. And simply paste it here. The first thing is that I have to work on the first one, this thing. So let me see now what is the problem here. Here we are. So this is what we got here. Great, and let's check the things out. Even before that, let me just simply comment everything, because these are the things that is that are problematic here. So I have user related, then I have section, then I have rating, then I have course progress, then I have course and category, and I may have to create a few more. So this is how it just simply goes. Okay, and now what am I gonna be doing? Let me uncomment what the user f course progress user.id. So instructor user id, that's fine. And similarly user course h will have the course id as well. Will it work? So user has a lot of courses with references to the id of the course, and course has the instructor that references back to the user id. Then user has a lot of course progresses. Okay, forget about the course progress for now. Additional details, forget about that for now. Course students enrolled. So inside the course I have students enrolled. Let me see, uncomment this. So this students enrolled references to the same table again, that's fine. If I could make it like this, would be better. Alrighty, so this is how it just simply goes. And the next thing is that course has students enrolled. Oh, it is 2 times here. User id, fine. So course students enrolled, let me get rid of this thing, it is twice. And apart from this particular thing, what all course has? So it has instructor, that's fine. It has students enrolled. It has course content. So course dot course content. And how is this anyway? The first one that I have, that user has courses, this is gonna be user has courses 1 to many, that is fine. And when it comes to the course here, so students enrolled, that itself is gonna be 1 to many. So there can be many users over here. So when it comes to the students enrolled, there is again 1 to many relation over here. User can be many, and instructor can be only one, so 1 to 1, that is fine. Course content, when it comes to course content, where is that? It references to the section. There can be many sections here. So again, section dot id 1 to many. So this is also done. And then I have rating in reviews. Course dot rating in review. There can be many rating and reviews. So rating and review dot id, again 1 to many. And tag, let's not worry about this, maybe an array. We have category over here. So the course that I have, that may have a category as well. So course dot category 1 to 1, and that's the category dot collection dot id. So that is done as well. And lastly, overall I've gone through everything. And let's see why it's not working now. So first of all, we have the id over here, and user is referencing to this particular id. That's sort of fine. Okay, and then we have this course okay, that's fine. Then why is this referencing to the course description? There could be few things. First of all, it is unable to handle this much, and because of that thing, it is giving me these types of things. Suppose I'm gonna be removing what? Profile, ODP. If I remove this, Let me remove most of the things like rating, subsection. Rating should be there. So we need to have instructor, rating, category. So rating is here, subsection they are not required, at least for now. I'm just simply checking this thing out. Section, course progress, and category. Okay, let it be. Now is this working? Still not working because there is course description. They are referencing to the course description for some reason. I'm gonna be taking the help of AI to just simply correct this first of all. I'm not sure what's the reason. Probably Eraser is unable to generate the schema the right way. I mean, just simply show the things the right way, because initially it works and then it doesn't work. So let's see. Not Gemini, ChatGPT. Correct the schema for eraser.io. Not able to just draw it well. Overall things are fine, we can directly go ahead with this as well, but at least we should be able to draw the things well, and overall things should be working. Okay, it's giving me the relation as well, that's good, but I'm still not sure whether it's gonna work, because yeah, even earlier we had sort of the right things, but it didn't seem to work earlier. Replace it. Such a big table we've got. But as far as the relations are concerned, let me see whether it actually works well. So I have students. No, it does not working. I mean, it does not work. Even if the code is right, why it doesn't work? Probably because on the we are on the free plan. Forget about this. Let me do one thing. Code explanation planning. Let me go with this. We have actually a lot of things here. Planning probably here, and then what was the name of this? Flow diagram examples, or I forgot the name of this as well. Entity relationship. So entity relationship, this was the one. And what is this now? This is just the example. So let me replace it with the current one that I had, and let's see whether it works. Students enrolled, it still doesn't work. By the way, students enrolled must be referencing to the course students enrolled, right? So where all I have courses, this it references to the user ID, but it is not working as expected. So forget about this design. Probably this software is unable to handle this. We are simply saying that course students enrolled, they reference to the user ID, and that is one-to-many relationship, but ultimately this is not working. So course students enrolled, it is an array. It should be referencing to what? It should be referencing to this user ID, but the way we want this diagram, well, it is, oh shit, yeah, it is actually from this side. So probably I haven't been looking at this the right way all the time. Never mind. So it is referencing, sorry, that was my bad altogether. It does reference. Yeah, why am I repeating it again and again? And this is how it should be going. So ultimately, sort of they are working well, right? Probably I've been looking on the left side. I should have been looking on the right. I don't know. Okay, never mind. So students enrolled, this is referencing. Similarly, instructor is referencing as well. And where is this reference going? Wow. अरे हट जा भाई. Literally, instructor is referencing to the same ID. Let me just simply click on this, and this is fine. Let me select this one more time. So students enrolled, click on instructor enrolled. Sort of it is working the right way as well. How am I supposed to be getting it the right way? That's sort of better. Okay, so this particular thing is done as well. And apart from this particular thing, we have category references to the category, we have course content references to the section, we have ratings that references to the ID, and that is one to many. Sort of, how am I supposed to be checking whether this is one to many or not? So if something is one to many, then we'll get one here initially, and we'll get dot there, we'll get this star there over here. Okay, so ultimately one and star, ultimately wildcard, that simply means one to many. And if we have something like this, 1 to 1, so that is 1 to 1, and many to 1, we are gonna be getting just the opposite. Okay, that's fine. So this works. And apart from this particular thing, what else do we have? This is working, and this is also working. So overall things are fine. Let's talk about the user first of all, whether everything's right on the user side. So user has the ID, has the courses, that is one to many. User has courses, that should be one to many. So this is the one that goes. So let me make it sort of like this so that it's clear. So yeah, that does work. And then it has a profile that references to the profile. It has course progress, that is again one to many, and yeah, there are gonna be many. That's fine. Okay, this is working. Let's talk about this course progress over here. So when it comes to this course progress here, so course progress will have course ID. That simply means this is gonna be one to one relationship. This is gonna be one to one relationship. That's right. And apart from this particular thing, it has completed video. That's gonna be one to many relationship. So one to many relationship. Yeah, it does have that. So this is how it just simply goes. Let me make it simpler actually. This is sort of right. Okay, what is the next thing that we have to focus on? This particular thing is done as well. Profile is done. We've gone through that. And apart from this particular thing, OTP, it is not being used. We'll see exactly where it's used and all. But okay, let's keep the OTP aside for now. And apart from this particular thing, gone through profile, did this. Let's talk about this category over here. So the course has the category, that is one to one relationship first of all, and category has the courses, that is many to many. So this particular thing, let me keep it like this, many to many for what? One course can have only one category. That's right. Category itself can have many courses. That's right. So ultimately many to one, shouldn't it be? It is sort of many to one only, if I'm not wrong. So course can have many IDs. So many to one, just a minute. First of all, I had this over here, students enrolled. It has one to many. Oh, I'm even getting confused. This one to many, many to one. I'll have to go through this thing well as well. By the way, if the students enrolled, there are gonna be many students. In that case, what it is saying, just a minute. Students enrolled. If I go here at the end, so let's go through it. User additional details, one to one. That's fine. User course. So course can have it is many to many. So user dot courses, there can be many courses on the user side, and it is one to many. But why it is showing many to many here? It is showing many to many over here because courses itself can have many users. So where are the courses? Instructor, courses, students enrolled. This is how it just simply goes. Let me keep it somewhere here so that it's visible. So ultimately what it is saying here that user courses, this is the one to many if I'm not wrong. How to check this thing now? Come on, I should be able to check this. Use.courses. Yeah, so this is one to many, this is many to many, and we already get the options. So one to one, one to many to many, and many to one. This is how it just simply goes. By the way, this is gonna be having one to many relationship over here. That simply means user.id. Congratulations. So I was somewhere here. So user dot course.id, just like this. So this particular thing is done. So user to course, so user.courses can have many course IDs. Similarly, courses.students enrolled can have many user IDs, and that is why it is many to many relationship. But we have two relations over here. But this is how it just simply goes. Many to many relationship. That simply means a user can have many courses, a course can have many users. That is why though it seems to be one to many, but at the end of the day, if I just combine these two things together, that's gonna be many to many. Even I have to be really good at this. I do get confused, one to many to many and all. Then this thing is done. Similarly, we have user profile, that is one to one. So ultimately one user can have only one profile, that is one to one. That is fine. And even meanwhile we can just keep checking this thing as well. So when it comes to the profile, ultimately users profile, so it is sort of like this. So if something has one to one relationship, so that will have one here. And apart from this particular thing, can I do one thing? That would be the best thing actually. Commenting everything, other things are gonna be uncommented. So this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, it's all about learning, so I don't have any problem with the commenting thing as well. At a time I can only comment to one. Crazy. Second, it would be easier in this way, and hopefully it's gonna be working the right way. This, and lastly this. So let me even comment these for a while. Gonna be starting with the first thing. Ultimately, even if I uncomment this, comment this, so I have just the schemas that I have created. There is no relation at all. So let's start working on them. So first one is the one-to-one relationship, pretty much simple. That's gonna be user to profiles. Great. Then it has the second one. User courses can actually have many courses. That's fine. And this is one to many relationship. So this is actually one to many relationship. I'm getting this star over here, and I'm getting this one over here. So this is how it works. Alrighty, this thing is done. Then we have something called course students and course students enrolled user ID. It references to the user ID. So course students enrolled, this is the one, but it doesn't show it the right way. Why it is referencing to the tag here now. Course students enrolled user ID, that is fine, but it is referencing to the tag to that. Reload the page. That was the same problem I was facing earlier. It turns out it's always gonna be like this. Okay, let's see. If I uncomment this, user course progress, I think I should stop working on this particular thing, otherwise it will keep taking more and more time. I don't even have a lot of time. 55, I have just half an hour more. And then course instructor, That's the problem of this software actually. That's fine. Everything is alright now. I'm gonna be uncommenting. Hopefully, once I have uncommented everything, everything's gonna be working the right way, because it is still referencing to the tag, so it is unable to render the things in the right way. That's the problem. Especially if I comment some of the things. Yeah, that's right. So right now I have uncommented everything. Cut. Everything's gone. Would be better if you reload the page. And entity. Entity relationship. Directly, hopefully it works the right way. Instructor, students enrolled. Yeah, directly it works the right way. If you try to edit that, forget about that. Nothing's gonna be working the right way, the way you want it to work. So ultimately, what is happening? Let's just simply discuss about it. Let's not change anything, because if I actually change the things, it doesn't work as expected the way I want. So first of all, user has many courses. User has the ID of course. Then it has many courses, and when it comes to this particular thing, so it references to the course ID of the course. That's fine as well. And then it has additional details that references to the profile. That's pretty simple. It has course progress that references to the collection of the course progress. It has the ID. This course progress itself contains the course ID and course videos. So this course ID will does simply contain the ID of the course, and this course videos contains the subsections over here. So there are two things. There are sections and there are subsections. Subsections are the ones that actually contain the real videos and all. So when it comes to this, so it just references to the subsection ID. That is also right. And apart from this particular thing, OTP doesn't play any role here as such. Let's talk about this course here. So inside the course, I have this category that references to the category. There can be only one category. And the interesting thing is that a course can have only one category, but category can have many courses. And as category can have many courses, so this is what. Let me have a look at the category relationship over here. So category course can have only one category, that is one to many, many to one. Course category and category. So a course has only one category that references to this. This is many to one for how. And then category courses, one to many. So category dot courses and course ID. That is fine. This is one to many relationship, and that sort of makes sense. One to many, because it can have many. So isn't this wrong? The thing is that if I have here the same thing I had here as well, that the user contained lots of courses, and it had it just contained the IDs of those courses, right? So I had the array that contained the IDs, so it just simply referenced it to that. Just a sec. So it was just simply referencing to the course ID. So we have many course IDs, and then it references to one course ID. So isn't it many to one? Gonna talk to AI. Okay, so the thing is that there is a user, and that user has an array. That array contains the course IDs. Okay, so ultimately user has a field called courses that contains nothing but the IDs of all the courses. So what is the relationship between the user course and the ID of the course? Is it many to one, one to many, one to one? What? and explain everything and tell me the reason exactly why. I'm really bad at this. I need to work on myself. This one too many. I mean, writing the code, okay, but you should be able to understand the relationship as well the right way. First, understand your structure. You said course ID is yeah, that's right. That means one user can enroll in multiple courses. That is also right. Relationship from user course, one user many courses. Oh, that is why this is one to many. One user many courses. It is not like the user has the many fields, so it should be one to many. Rather, it should be one to, I mean, many to one. It should be one to many. One user has many courses. That's sort of right. From course user, now think one course can have many users, students enrolled. This is one to many from course side. Final relationship, user many courses, course many courses. This becomes many to many. Combination. Wow. So ultimately, one user can have a course. Second user can have a course. So ultimately, course can have many users. One user can have a course too. Multiple users, multiple courses. Okay, so that's right, fine. Then why are we storing course IDs inside user? Good observation you are doing. User courses ID, this means sort of relationship or storage are different. Relationship, logical connection between entities, storage, where and how this is done. Alrighty, so even if it has many to many relationship, you can store one part of the relationship. That simply means one to many. Okay, fine. Okay with this. And the second thing is that, what is the second thing? The second thing is this, that this particular relation that I have over here, category dot courses and courses ID. So this is one to many, isn't this? A category can actually have many courses. So that is why it is one to many. It doesn't mean that it has an array, so it should be many to one. No, it is one to many. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. So this category itself contains lots of courses. So this is one to many. Okay, that's fine. And what is the next thing? This particular thing is done one to many. The course can have one category. Is it referencing to the course collection? Many to one. How? The course that I have, it has category. Where is that? This is this, and it references to this. So sort of it just simply shows that this is one to one relationship. So this particular section that I have over here, so this is one to one relationship. This is why one to many. Let me even ask this. Why have you mentioned that from course to the course category we have many to one relationship, when it is clearly saying that you have one to one? Got it. So your schema says course category can have category.id. Each course has one category. Example, React course, web development, Node course, web development. So yes, from course category it looks like one course, one category. Then why not one to one? Because we must also check the other side. Other side check. Look from the category side. Category courses, course ID. So from here this is actually one to many. So we have first of all one to one, and like we have to combine these things together. So first of all you have one to one, then you have one to many. If you actually combine it, then what will be? One category can have many courses. Web development, all these courses, you are right. Final course category, courses to category, that is मैं चेक करा रहा मुझे fine. First of all, it is saying what each, come on yaar, one course one category. So yes, from course to category it looks like one course one category. Then why not one to one? Because we must also check from the other side. Okay, that's fine. So look for the category side. So from the category side, category has many courses. That simply means it has one to many relationship ultimately. So one category can have many courses. That simply means one category can have many courses, one to many relationship. So category to course, one to many, one to many, course to category, many to one. Why many to one is correct? Think it like this: many courses can belong to the same category. Many courses can belong to the same category. Same category. So many courses, one category. So ultimately it is keeping the collection at the top. This is exactly many to one. Okay, fine. It's not one to one. So one to one means one course, one category, and one category only one course. That is one to one. So okay, that's fine. But in your case, one category does not have only one course, it has many courses, so it's not one to one. Simple rule, very important: always check both sides before deciding relationship. So before you actually decide the relationship, check both the sides. So one to one, one to one to one, one to many, one to many, many to many, many to many. What is the use of even this? Literally. What is the use of this? Okay, never mind. Now there is a problem. What is the problem? Let's even go through this thing only now. When it talked about category and this, okay, it was quite good that one course can have many categories. So sort of it looks like one to many, and then one course can have only one category, so it looks like one to one. But then the category itself can have many courses, so it is one to many. So in that case, one to one plus one to many combination. So ultimately in the course collection there can be many courses, they can have the same category. So this is many to one relationship. The category is gonna be always the same, the number of courses are gonna be changing. So many to one. So same, can't it be the same for this? There can be many users, and many users may belong to the same course, and same course may have the many users. That is why it is many to many. This relationship is actually many to many. So ultimately when it comes to the user, so ultimately it's all about looking at this on the collection level. So if there is a collection, that collection can have many users, and those many users may have many courses. And if I look at the course, it can have many courses, and those many courses may have many users. So many to many. Lag gayi. And let's talk about this. So there can be many users. I'm confused literally. Should I look on the basis of the collection? Should I look on the basis of per document and check it? If I actually check it on the basis of the document, so it is fine that the user has the courses, so ultimately the user has many courses, and hence this is many to one relationship. And the course itself has many IDs, sorry, the course itself has many students enrolled. So course has many students enrolled, so one to many, so one to many from this side, one to many from that side, so one to many combination, many to many. Coming back to this one, the course has only one category, so one to one, it is even like that. And then the category has many courses, so this is one to many. So from the category side, one to many, from the course side, many to one to one. If I combine both of them, if I want to get the overall relationship between these two collections, that's gonna be one to one plus one to many is gonna be many to one. If I actually look from the course side, so it has one to one relationship with the category, and from the category side it has one to many relationship. So the combination of this becomes many to one. Is that so? How it exactly works, I have no idea. Honestly, I had to go through the code. Even going through the code is not really a big deal, but understanding this relationship is something I need to work on. So that is why I'm just simply working on this. First, fix this misunderstanding. From course side, it is one to one. This is not correct. From course category, it is many to one, not one to one. Why? Because when we say course category, we are not talking about one course. We are talking about the entire course collection. Think it like this. There are many courses in the database. Each course points to one category. So overall, many to one. Now tell me one thing. Similarly, we have user collection, right? There can be many users. Those many users may be pointing to the same course. So isn't it gonna be many to one here as well? As you are saying that there are many courses and then there is one category. So those many courses are pointing to that one category. Similarly, there can be many users. Those many users may be pointing to the same course. Does it mean it's gonna be one many to one? And then many to one, many to one. So why is, yeah, sort of. Your question rephrased. You said many users can point to the same course. So it is also many to one like course category. Huh? Yes, but not complete, because many courses may point back to the same user. So step by step understanding. If only this is true, user to course, each user has one course, then many users, one course. This is a many to one relationship. Wow. It is actually like deciding it on the basis of the whole collection, not on the basis of a document. So many to one relationship. So user A, user B, user C, same course. But in your system, important, your schema says users courses course ID. So one user can have multiple courses. And now check both sides. User to course, one user, many courses, one to many. Course to user, one course, many users, one to many. Combine both of them. So when both sides have many, so many to many. This is gonna be the combination. Many users, many courses, many to many. So it is actually having a look at the level of the collection. Now there is one more problem. We have profile, okay, where it has one-to-one connection, one-to-one. So it has one-to-one relationship over here. Just in this particular section, it has one-to-one relationship, nowhere else, right? So one-to-one. So user, additional field, additional details and profile. Now, fun point. So okay, I got this thing. You are actually having a look on the level of the collection and then deciding the overall relationship among the collections. But how about this profile thing? Like there can be many users in the users collection, right? So the collection that I have created, there can be many users. Those many users those many users will be pointing to profile. So ultimately there can be many users, and they no, actually there is a difference, that when it comes to course, so those many users can have the same course, that is why it is many to one. But when it comes to profile, so those many users will have their own profiles, so that is why it is one to one. Getting clearer? Okay, so do not look at one side, do not look at on the other side, look at both the sides, then you will be able to understand. Fine. So ultimately the thing is that this is many to many collection over here, because there can be many users. I'm talking about this course over here, and this course references to the course. Ultimately when it comes to the users, they can have many courses, so this is users can have many courses, so sort of this is what this is what, mister, this is one to many. Okay, we have to look at the collection level, but before even looking at the collection level, let's look at this. So it is ultimately, it has one to many relationship just for the looking purpose, and then similarly it has one to many, and combining them it became many to many. Okay, I forgot even what I said initially. Okay, let's simply have a look at this again. If only this is true, then user course. Look at the collection level again. So there are many users. They may have the same. They may have only one. They may have one course. So ultimately, many to one. So this is not one to many. So why has it mentioned it like this? So if it is actually many to one relationship, so if I actually have a look at this, why has it done it like this? It should be doing it like this, because just like this. So many to one relationship, this should be like this. If you are saying that the course, the user and the course, they have many to one relationship looking at one side, and many to many relationship when I look at both the sides. So don't you think the schema that you wrote, that is wrong? Like as per this, it is just simply saying that one to many, and other it should be many to one. And no, your schema is not wrong. This issue is mixing one side of view. Overall relationship type, let's fix it. Okay, so one side view versus overall relationship. So when you say many users, one course, that is true for that direction only. But DB relationship are defined based on both sides together, not just one. So let's analyze your schema properly. User courses, so user, okay, this, so ultimately this is simply saying that one to many, and this is simply saying one to many, just opposite. So from your from user side, one user, many courses, so one to many. From course side, one course, many users, combine both of them, so side A, one to many, side B, one to many, final many to many. So one cancel. Important correction, you're thinking, you said it should be one to many on one side and many to one on the other. This is where one to many and many to one are the same relationship, just revolves the. So user to course, one to many, course to user, These two describe the same thing from the opposite sides. Oh. So what about your case? In your case, user course one to many, course user one to many. So from the user side to the course one to many, from the course side to the user one to many. This is not a reversal. This means both sides allow many. So final many to many. Complete clearly. Case category course to category many to one. Now how? Category to course one to many. Okay, reverse of each other, single relationship, many to one. So when it talked about the user, it looked at the user and then it decided one to many. When it is talking about the course, it is looking overall the collection. That is why it is becoming many to one, because one course can have only one category, but there are many courses, hence they have many categories. Reverse of each other, single relationship. Calm down, yaar. User course. So user course one to many, course to user one to many. Not reverse, both sides allow many. Best mental model, remember this. Ask two questions. Can one user have many courses? Yes. Can one course have many users? Yes. If both sides is okay, many to many. Why your schema is correct? My schema, this is you are saying that I have to ask questions. Can one user have many courses? The answer is yes, right. Can one course have many users? The answer is right. Similarly, if I ask the same question in this case, like can one course can have many category? The answer is no. That simply means it is one to one. Can one category have many courses? Yes. So this is many to one. So when I talk about course and category, from course to category side, so I still feel like this has one to one relationship. Because it is not letting me think on, if I'm actually looking at on the collection level, so yeah, many to one. But if I'm looking on the document level, look, because on the user side you are looking on the document level in the sense you are saying one user can have many courses, and this is why it is one to many. And similarly one course can have many users, so it is one to many. So you are actually looking at the document label here. But when it comes to the category side, course to category, so you are actually looking at the collection level. You are saying that one course, because ultimately what is happening, one course has only one category, but you look at the collection level, there can be many courses, so many courses can have one category, so it is many to one. In this case it becomes many to one. So shouldn't we apply the same thing to the user as well? We should be looking that there are many users if we are looking at the collection level. So on which level, first of all, we have to look and decide, on the collection level or on the document level. If on the collection level, why not the same thing is applied to the user as well? So there should be, then there can be many users can have many courses, many to many relationship. But this is not exactly you are doing. On the user side you are saying one user can have many courses, so one to many. But on the other side, when it comes to the courses, you are actually courses to category, you are actually looking at the collection level, and you are saying there can be many courses, and those many courses can have one category. So you are making it many to one. Shouldn't it be one to one? That's what I'm asking. and how am I actually supposed to be deciding it on the collection level or on the document level. Explained it quite well. What time is it? 9:25. Don't really have a lot of time. Today I have to go somewhere, so I won't be able to. This is a very deep and excellent question. You actually hit the core confusion most people have with relationships. Let's fix it once for all. Okay. The root your confusion. You are mixing two viewpoints. Single document view, one record, set or collection view, all records. And you are asking which one should I use to decide a relationship. Final rule, very important. Relationships are always defined at the collection level, set level, not single document level. So because DB relationships answer this question, how many records of A can be related to how many records of B? That is set level question, not a single row question. Okay, so apply this rule everywhere. Course to category, ask at collection level, can many courses belong to one category? The answer is yes. Can one course belong to many categories? The answer is no. So many to one. Your confusion, document view. So one course has one category, 1 to 1. Wrong. You only looked at one course, ignored the other courses. Okay, fine. User. So at collection level, can many users take many courses? Yes. Can one user take many courses? Yes. So many users can take many courses, one user can take many courses, so many to many. Why your comparison felt inconsistent? You said why use a collection view for category but document view for user. Answer, we are not using document view anywhere. We are always using collection view. Let's rewrite both consistently. Consistent thinking both sides. So course to category, many courses, one category. And one category, many courses, many to one. So many courses can have one category, that is right. One category can have many courses, that is right. So one to many, many to one. User course, many users can have many courses. One user can have many courses, one course can have many users, many to many. Key insight, this will click everything. A relationship is not decided by one record, it is decided by allowed multiplicity across all records. This much should be enough for me now. First of all, we have to look at the collection level, and if we are actually looking at the collection level, so to get the overall relationship, we have to look at the collection level. But when we are actually, creating the relationship in the schema, at that time we will have to look on the, we'll have to work on the basis of the documents, right? And at that time it can be one to many or many to one, something like that. Oh, don't know. I've spent so much time on this simple thing, literally. Your statement simplified. A relationship is decided at collection level, but while creating a schema, we work at the document level. You are asking, so at the schema, does it become one to many, one to one? Final truth, even while writing a schema, you are not defining the relationship. You are only choosing how to represent the relationship. Big difference. A relationship file and relationship type, logical, many to even my, okay, come on, let's go. Schema design, implementation, how you store IDs. So think it like this: relationship, reality, schema, storage strategy. So it does not mean that on the basis of the schema you can actually tell the, just on the basis of one schema you can tell the, what is that called, a relationship. You will have to look overall the collections that you have. So okay, and I've been just working on this particular thing, schema, and I've been just trying to figure out the things based on the schema. Rather, I was supposed to be looking at the overall collection. So user, many courses, so many user can have many courses, so many to many. So many users, many courses. So user course, this, that's right, looks like one user, many courses. Schema option 2, this, so looks like one course, many users. Schema option 3, best scalable, enrollment, user ID, course ID. So we are creating all together another collection over here, enrollment. So what is happening? First of all, we had one to many, then we thought of creating another one, enrollment, that will have the user ID, that will have the course ID, and it is saying that now you have users table, you have course table, you have enrollment table, and that enrollment table has the user ID and course ID. That is a better way. It just simply says that okay, then all three represent the same relationship, many to many, but schema may look like one to many or many to one, that's right, but that is just the implementation detail. Real relationship and the implementation detail, that can actually vary, and that's what I've been confused with. Course to category, many courses, one category, just like this. Looks like one course, one category, but across collections, many courses, same category. Now your exact doubt, when writing schema, should I think document level? Answer, no. You still think in terms of relationship collection level, and then choose how to store it. Super important insight. Schema does not define relationship type, and that's what I've been doing. I've been taking the help of schema to define the type. It only stores references. So finally, grade step 1, decide the relationship collection label. Choose storage schema design. Okay, one line understanding. Relationship is about possibility, schema is about implementation. Final answer to you, at a schema level, does it become one to many? No, it may look like that, but actual relationship remains what you decided earlier. So example to lock, if you write this only, schema looks like many to one, but if you later you allow multiple courses have relationship many to much, real relationship is gonna be altogether different one, and this is how over here when